All right, look, if this bull market continues, if indeed this bull market continues, certain altcoins in certain narratives are going to outperform the rest of the market. Even if we have an alt season, we are going to have a selective alt season, meaning select altcoins within select narratives will run and give you most profits, if any profits at all. So you want to be in the right place, you want to be in the right narrative, and you want to be in the right altcoins. And one of these narratives for me is going to be the Perpetual DEX narrative. So what I'm going to do in this video, I am going to give you a portfolio within this narrative to give you potential amazing gains so you don't miss this last leg up. And yes, I said last leg up. I believe we have one more leg, but this one more leg over here might give you the most profits you will see within this whole cycle. So make sure you pay attention because we're starting right now.
Hey guys, I'm Pepetual. Remember, Paul is not a financial advisor, but he is good looking. Also, this is not financial advice. Please subscribe down below and check out my channel at Pepetual.
Hey, welcome back. My name is Paul. If it's your first time here, this channel is all about crypto, all about cryptopreneurship. And today I want to talk to you about the Perpetual DEX narrative. I do see that the Perpetual DEX narrative is going to be one of the main narratives for this bull market, giving you potentially amazing profits. Now, make sure you stay till the end of the video because I'm also going to name a couple of other narratives that you also want to be in. But for now, let's start with this Perpetual DEX narrative. So let's get straight to the point here. And the first coin I want to talk to you about, which is the blue chip for this narrative, in my opinion, is Hyperliquid. This has proof of concept. Its price action has been incredible. And you want to have this coin within your portfolio. Why do you want to do that? Because we're going to choose a couple of coins here. We're going to have our high cap or our blue chip, which is Hype. And I'm going to give you a couple of other coins, mid caps, low caps, and a bit more risk averse or risk sensitive, altcoins within this narrative. But if any of these fail, Hype will take market share. So you want to be in Hype so you don't miss this potential run in Perpetual DEXs. And looking at the price action for Hype over here, we're currently sitting at $40. This is pretty much in a channel from its all-time highs of $43 here. Sorry, this is the weekly. Let me go to the all-time chart. But its highs over here, all-time highs of $59, and right now we're sitting at over $33. So this is your channel over here. And if this can break out, as a matter of fact, if we break $50 psychological here, which is also technical, exact technical positioning here, I do believe we're going to re-challenge all-time highs. And if we break out, we're in blue sky breakout and price discovery. Now, that said, if we do break lower and we become invalidated, we could see lower prices of $27 or even below that. But that's if this bull market does not continue. That means we break support on Bitcoin, altcoins break all support, and we pray for life while we go into a potential bear market or what will look like a bear market. So I'm not talking about this scenario. I'm talking about the scenario that we go up from here. Okay, and I do believe we have one leg up, at least a dead cat bounce where altcoins can run. We'll talk about that in another video, and I've talked about that live, but let's keep on talking about this narrative you want to be in my personal opinion, right now. So $40 over here, and I do believe buying within $30 to about $47 in this range should be a good play for you right about now. So Hyperliquid is at the top of our Perpetual DEX portfolio. Next up, we have Aster coin, currently sitting at $1.07. And I've actually made videos about Aster. I was one of the first to push Aster. and I pushed it at 41 cents. So all these complaints you're hearing that we went to $2 and we went down and we're crashing, and all the comments you see on my channel about, haha, Paul, look, you're going down, you're wrecked. We called it at 41 cents. We called it 41 cents. We went all the way to $2. And right now we're sitting at $1. And the price action is actually pretty positive here. See, look at the all-time chart over here. We came up to all-time highs, and now we're sitting in this channel or this range of about 85 cents to about $1.2. And if we break that, I do believe we're gonna re-challenge all-time highs quite easily. And if we break that, which I think we will, we'll go into blue sky breakout and price discovery. So this can go all the way to $4, $9, even $20, although if we get over 10, I'm taking profits. Even before that, I'm taking profits all the way up. But I do see Aster surprising us and being able to give us a lot of potential profits. And if this narrative runs, it's a given that you should be in Aster. It's the challenger to hype. Now, if Aster fails for whatever reason, hype will take market share. If Aster does well for whatever reason, it shouldn't take away from hype too much. So you should be in both coins, in my opinion. And with Aster, you're not just betting on the Perpetual DEX future narrative, you're also betting on the Binance narrative or the chain narrative, because Aster is on Binance. So you have hype, you basically have hype with their own coin, their own ecosystem, and you have Aster for the Binance ecosystem. So you're playing two plays there, if that makes sense. Then we have Bluefin, and Bluefin is a bit more of a risk play, and I do admit the chart looks like complete crap over here. But you have to understand that if this narrative plays out and Bluefin breaks above 14 cents, and can get above 24 cents, because if it breaks 14 cents, it's going to re-challenge this, in my opinion. It can actually break out and challenge all-time highs of 77 cents. Break up after that, blue sky breakout price discovery. As long as this narrative works, Bluefin has potential to give you even more profits. That said, it is more of a risk play. It is on SWI, so if SWI does well, then Bluefin will do well, more than likely. So it's another chain play as well, and it should be part of your Perpetual DEX portfolio. And again, make sure, just so you can understand this, most of my Perpetual DEX portfolio narrative plays are in hype, Aster, and then Bluefin, and the rest I will mention in this video. So make sure you play this accordingly. Don't go all in on Bluefin and have 10% of your portfolio or your Perpetual DEX portfolio in hype. That doesn't make sense. It should look more like 50% in hype, 20%, maybe 30% in Aster, and then the rest spread out to Bluefin and these coins I'm going to mention. Remember, any failures will go to Aster and hype ultimately. So you want to play this as a balanced portfolio within this sector, if that makes sense. And then we have Avantis. Now, Avantis is the same sort of play with Bluefin, but the chart does look better. It does look like it's formed the bottom over here. And this is a Perpetual DEX on base. By the way, all links to these Perpetual DEXs are in the links in the description down below, so you can join and actually get a bonus and help me out, but also potential airdrops, both on Aster and a new chain I'm going to mention in just 1 second. So make sure you check out the description down below and just sign up on these exchanges, but we'll talk about this in a little bit because I do have a surprise for you, or I do have some alpha for you that you want to follow, and you'll see, okay? Bear with me here. So Avantis, the price is looking better. I am trading in and out of Avantis. I want to see it break 70 cents over here so it can re-challenge 86 cents. Let me just make sure that's the top. No, the top is $2-3. So if it breaks 83 cents, I'm definitely seeing this challenge the top, the all-time highs of $2.3, and this could probably get to $4 even beyond, as long as this narrative plays out. So Avantis from me should be part of your portfolio. Currently, I'm just trading it. It's not part of my portfolio, but I get in and out. And once it breaks certain resistances, I'm going in and just holding. Does that make sense? I talk more about the strategy in my course. It's called the Invest, Trade, and Think Like the Crypto Factor course. It comes with a factor line indicator. You're not seeing it in this video. Maybe I'll show you later, but you can check it out right here by scanning this QR code or clicking the link in the description down below so you can check it out and see if it's for you. With that said, let's go to our next coin. Which brings us to the alpha play here, GRVT coin. Now, you can't buy this coin yet. You just can't. This is a new Perpetual DEX that just launched. What you can do, however, is sign up using the link in the description down below. I'll put it right at the top because I think this is the most important play for you right now. Because A, you have a potential for an airdrop. That's absolutely correct, what you just heard. You have a potential for an airdrop giving you the advantage over everyone just by signing up and using this Perpetual DEX exchange. So use a link, sign up, start trading or hold some crypto in there because you might get the airdrop, but also the first place that this is gonna list is on their exchange. Obviously, it's theirs. So if you wanna get in before anybody else, the best way to do that is be prepared and sign up to this exchange. You also get some bonuses if you use my link. If you lose my link, it would be unfortunate, but if you use my link, you'll get some bonuses. So this is GRVT. And you can see you can trade your favorite cryptos. The thing is about these Perpetual DEX is they're truly decentralized, or the most decentralized you can get, and also safest. Unless something stupid happens, they are the safest because there's no middleman. The difference between DEXs and Perpetual DEXs like this is they are completely eliminating the middleman, and it's between you and your wallet. And it's actually quite amazing, I do believe. And they have less fees. So these are the future regardless. Even if this bull market ends tomorrow, in the next bull market, this is gonna be one of the main narratives in my opinion. They can make money in a bear market as well, which gives them a huge advantage over other coins and other narratives. So this is why I'm so bullish on the Perpetual DEX narrative. This is why I've been talking about it in other videos. And this is why I'm making a more complete video right now for you at this time you're watching this video, because I don't want you to miss this narrative. And you don't want to miss GRVT, because this could, let's face it, this could do nothing, but this could also be amazing and life-changing for you. This is what GRVT looks like, the Perpetual DEX looks like. It's exactly like Hype, exactly like Aster. It's pretty much the standard over here. And as you can see, I even opened up a trade over here with $618, or at least that's leveraged, I think it's $618, but I will be adding more. I pretty much just opened this up myself a couple of days ago and now including it in this video. I talked about it in my group and now including it in this video, and I will be adding to it and trading on here for the potential airdrop, but more importantly, so I can get into GRVT potentially before anybody else, or at least be in this narrative early. And because it's so new, you don't have to invest so much. You can actually use it as the risk part of your portfolio, and you can actually make quite a bit of profits if it takes off. So that's why I'm in Perpetual DEXs. This is what I think. I think it's one of the strongest narratives for this bull market and potentially the next bull market. But another narrative that we need to pay attention to is privacy. And I called Zcash at $144 for you, went all the way up to $800. I told you to take profit at $700 even before it even got halfway up there. Even in the beginning, I was telling you $700, take profits, see how it reacts. But now I believe it's in a good place to start accumulating for a potential privacy run. And if privacy runs, this narrative over here, this privacy narrative, this portfolio over here, you want to be in it. And if you want to see a video talking about that, make sure you watch this video right here. I'll give you the privacy tokens that I'm holding, I'm most bullish on, my strategies, just like I did in this video, maybe even more. So check this video out, and I'll see you in the next video.